Welcome everyone. In this video we are going to learn about looping statements or iterative statements. So there are, from the name itself it is clear, when we are going to perform the same task repeatedly till some condition is met. So for these types of situations we are going to go for the looping statements or iterative statements. There are three looping statements: while loop, do while loop and for loop. So for each of the loops we need to know the syntax as well as flowchart. This is the flowchart for while loop. So what happens, first we will do the initialization. So after initialization we are going to check the condition. If the condition is true, we are going to execute the body of the loop, and then again we are going to check the condition. So this loop will keep on continuing till this condition is true. Suppose this condition becomes false, then we will come out of the loop. This is the syntax. First we will do the initialization, then we are going to write down while. Within parenthesis we are going to write down the condition. There is no semicolon out here. Then within the loop we are going to write down the statement block. So now we are going to do these three programs using while loop. These are very simple programs. So print your name 5 times, print numbers from 1 to 10 and print numbers from 50 to 60. Let's go to Dev C++. So the first program is to display your name 5 times using while loop. Okay, so suppose the name that suppose my name is Ram, suppose. So I should display Ram like this 5 times. Okay, so this is the output. So how many variables we need for this program? So whenever you are going to use loops, you will have to you will need one variable which will keep track of how many times the loop is running. So for this we don't need any variable to store Ram, because directly we will be writing printf. Okay, we are not entering any variable. We are not going to need any variable to do some storage, but we will need one variable to keep a track of the number of times the loop is running. So let the variable be I. So how many times we need to run the loop? From 1 till 5, suppose. So first part is initialization. So let us initialize the value as 1. Okay, now we will write down the while loop. We will write while. How many times? From I, if I starts from 1, it should end till 5. 5 times it should run. So I am going to write while I is less than equal to 5. What we need to print? We need to print Ram, and one /n is also there, because so that the output comes in the next line. Now let us see how this is running. So first of all, what is the, so let's explain this part. So first, what is the original value of I? I is equal to 1. Now 1 is less than equal to 5. If this condition is true, then only we are going to enter the loop. Now 1 is less than equal to 5, true. So I am going to enter the loop and I am going to print Ram. Okay, now this loop will keep on continuing. Okay, now next what I need to do, I need to increment the value of I. So now I will write I plus plus. So first Ram I have displayed. Now next time when I write I plus plus, the value of I will be incremented by 1. So now I is equal to 2. Again it will check 2 is less than equal to 5 or not. Yes. So it is going to display Ram again. Then again it is going to increment the value of I. What is the new value of I? 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. Again it is going to display Ram. Then again it is going to increment the value of I, which is 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Again Ram displayed. Now I is equal to 5. 5 is less than equal to 5. Again it will display Ram. Now I is equal to 6. Now when I will become 6, it will check, is 6 less than equal to 5? No. So it is not going to execute this part. It will come out of the loop. So nothing is there. So it is the end of the program. So this is how your loop will run. So let us delete this part. And one more thing, it's not necessary that we will always start from I equal to 1. I can give I equal to 0 also. So if I give I equal to 0, either I will have to write down I less than equal to 4, or I will have to write down I less than equal to 5. Ultimately the loop, the I should run 5 times. Okay, so to keep the thing simple, I'll just write down like this. Okay, let's save it and run it. You see, Ram is been displayed 5 times. So this is how you can display your name 5 times using while loop. Second program that we are going to discuss, we are going to display the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so what should be displayed? 1 2 3 4, so like that till 10. Okay, I need to display the numbers from 1 to 10 like this. So how many variables we need to declare? We don't need any variable for this part. We just need one variable to keep a track of how many times my while loop will run. So what will be the initial value of while loop, the variable I? It will start from 1. Then I will write while. What I need to write? How many times the loop will run? 10 times. This one. Now inside printf, what shall I write? When the loop will run for the first time, that is when I is equal to 1, what should be displayed? 1 should be displayed. And when I become 2, 2 should be displayed. So it means that I am displaying the value of I. So I will write down printf %d, whose value I am displaying? The value of I am displaying, and then I plus plus. Okay, so it's simple. So when I is equal to 1, 1 is, here I have done initialization, I equal to 1, 1 is less than equal to 10, true. I am going to display the value of I. So what is the value of I? 1. Then I plus plus, now the value of I has become 2. 2 is less than equal to 10, it will again enter the loop and it will display the current value of I. What is the current value of I? 2. 2 will be displayed. Now the value I plus plus, now it is 3. So like that it will display all the numbers from 1 to 10. So what are the keywords used in this program? Int and while. While is a keyword. And what operators we have used? We have used increment operator, postfix increment operator, I plus plus. So let's save it and run it. So you can see the numbers from 1 to 10 are displayed. Similarly, if it comes display the numbers from suppose 50 to 60. So 50, 51 like that till 60 it should be displayed. Then what are the modifications you will do in this program? So I will start from 50 and it will end in 60. It's so simple. Just delete this one, just save it and run it. Now see, the numbers from 50 to 60 has been displayed. So now hopefully you will be able to display any numbers repeatedly or any numbers from starting to another, from starting from one point to another point, okay, using while loop. So we have discussed about while loop. Now we are going to see the flowchart and syntax for do while loop. So in do while loop, it is just the opposite of while loop. So here first we will execute the body of the loop, then we are going to check the condition. If it is true, then again this loop will keep on continuing, and if it is false, it will be end of the loop. Let's see the syntax. So first we will write down do, then within bracket we are going to write down the statement block, then after ending the loop we are going to write down while within bracket condition, and keep in mind it will end with a semicolon. In while loop, in while syntax there was no semicolon, but in do while, when we end the while condition, there is one semicolon. Do is a keyword and again while is also a keyword. Now we are going to write down few programs using do while loop. So whatever programs we did for while, the same program we will do using do while. So what is the first program that we did? Print your name 5 times using do while. So as usual I have told, we will just need one variable for it to keep a count of how many times the loop will run. Initialize it. Then in do while I will just write down first do. Then here what I need to display? I need to display name, let it be Ram. Then the same, the code is exactly same what we wrote for while loop, just I just need to change the syntax. Okay, so here I will write down the condition while I is less than equal to 5, and it will end with a semicolon. Okay, it is exactly same, the inside part is exactly same what we did in while, just here do we will write first and while at last. So just save it. I'm not going to explain how the loop is running because I already did it in while loop. So if you still want, let me explain once. So first here it is I is equal to 1. Now do. So here I am going to print Ram. Then I am going to increment the value of I. So now I is equal to 2. Now 2 is less than equal to 5 or not? Yes. So again it is going to display Ram. Again now I equal to 3. 3 is less than equal to 5. Again it is going to display Ram. I plus plus I is equal to 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. So again it is going to display Ram. Now I is equal to 5. Now 5 is less than equal to 5. So again it is going to display Ram. Now I is equal to 6. Okay. Now is 6 less than equal to 5? No. So it will stop, come out here. Okay. So let's delete this part, save it and run it. And before that you can see these are the keywords. Int is a keyword, do is a keyword, and while is a keyword. So you can see Ram is displayed. The next program that we are going to discuss is to display the numbers from 1 to 10. So again we will declare one variable for the loop. Now initial value is 1 because we need to display it from 1 to 10. To do what we need to display, we need to display the value of %d. Let's give some space, then I semicolon, I plus plus semicolon. Here I will write down the condition while I is less than equal to 10. This one I have already explained in while loop. So let's save it and run it. So the numbers are getting displayed from 1 to 10. Similarly, if we want to display the numbers from 50 to 60, what we will do? I will be equal to 50 and here this one will be equal to less than equal to 60. Save it, run it. So now 50 to 60 numbers are displayed. Okay. Now let us discuss for loop. So this is the last loop. So this is the flow chart. So first we are having the initialization. So here we will do the initialization. Then we are going to test the condition. If it is true, we will execute the for loop body, and then we are going to update the expression. Again we are going to test the condition. So this loop will keep on continuing, and if the condition is false, we will just come out of the loop. This is the syntax for loop. So first we are going to write down for, within parenthesis we will do the initialization. It will end with a semicolon. Then again test condition, it will end with a semicolon, and then update expression. After that there is no semicolon, and then inside the loop we are having the statement block. Here for is a keyword. Now let's go to Dev C++ and do few programs. We will do the same programs that we did for while and do while using for loop also. So the first program is to display the name 5 times using for loop. So here also we will be needing one variable to keep a track of the loop. Then we are going to write down for. Then first part is initialization. So what is the initial value of I? 1. Then condition, how many times the loop should run? 5 times to display your name. So 5. Then increment, here is the update expression. So I am going to write I plus plus. Then here I am going to write printf Ram /n. So this is simple. For loop is the out of all the loops, it is easiest to write down the for loop. So how it is running, let's see how the execution. So what is the initial value of I? 1. I is equal to 1. Now 1 is less than, after this it will, the control will go here. 1 is less than equal to 5. So it will enter the loop. Ram will be displayed. then control will go back to here, update the expression. So now what is the new value of I? I is equal to 2. So after that again control will come here. Now again it will test the condition, 2 is less than equal to 5, true. Again it will enter the loop, RAM will be displayed. Again I plus plus, now it is 3. Again 3 is less than equal to 5. Again RAM will be displayed. Now I plus plus 4. 4 is less than equal to 5. Again name will be displayed. Now I equal to 5. 5 is less than equal to 5. Again name will be displayed. Now I equal to 6. Is 6 less than equal to 5? No. So it will just come out of the loop. So if we run this one, let's save it and run. So RAM has been displayed 5 times. Okay. Let us do the next program. So what is the next program? It is to display the numbers from 1 to 10. So I'll be needing one variable. Then I'll write down for. What is the initial value of I? 1 semicolon. Condition will be till what you need to display? Till 10. Then semicolon. Then update expression I plus plus. Okay. Now what you need to display inside it? Printf %d comma I. Then semicolons. It's so simple. Just save it and run it. You see the numbers from 1 to 10 displayed. Similarly, if you want to display the numbers from 50 to 60, you will just write down 50 here and 60 here. Save it, run it. So the numbers from 50 to 60 has been displayed. So with this, the basic theory part for all the loops, while, do while and for loop, the syntax, the flowchart and few simple programs we have completed. So in the next video we will do more programs using the loops. The theory part is over here.